Ouch! Wisconsin fans might still be feeling the sting after yet another humbling defeat at the hands of Alabama. The Badgers' hopes of finally closing the talent gap were dashed Saturday, September 13th, in the second half of their home-and-home series against the Crimson Tide. Let's just say, this was not the bounce-back performance fans had dreamed about. And this is where it gets controversial. Last year's shellacking in Madison, with Alabama winning by a resounding 32 points, was supposed to light a fire under Wisconsin. However, this weekend, things looked eerily familiar, as Luke Fickell's squad couldn't keep up. At Bryant-Denny Stadium, number 18 Alabama, coming in as a heavy 20.5-point favorite, dominated start to finish, posting a decisive 38-14 victory. If you're keeping score, Alabama has outscored the Badgers by a staggering 80-24 margin across just these last two meetings. Such a lopsided tally begs a tough question. Can Wisconsin ever reach Alabama's level? The difference in speed, strength, and execution was painfully visible, with the Crimson Tide making Wisconsin look outmatched at every turn. Alabama's quarterback, Ty Simpson, was electric, carving up the Wisconsin defense for 382 yards and 4 touchdowns before handing the reins to his backup late in the game. The Badgers, meanwhile, barely found their footing until the contest was already out of reach. Their lone highlight? Vinny Anthony's electrifying 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown in the third quarter. Beyond that, offensive struggles persisted. Now here's the part that could spark debate. Quarterback Danny O'Neal, fresh off a record-setting game against Middle Tennessee, quickly learned that Bama's defense is a different animal. Filling in once again for the injured Billy Edwards Jr., O'Neal threw 2 costly interceptions deep in Alabama territory, closing the day with 117 yards, a touchdown, and a humbling stat line. And for head coach Luke Fickell, the heat is really turning up. Into his 3rd season at Wisconsin, Fickell now holds an 0-for-7 record against ranked opponents, a statistic fueling fans' frustrations. After this loss, his overall record dips to 15 wins and 14 losses. Even though most supporters didn't anticipate a win in Tuscaloosa, especially with a backup QB and a battered offensive line, the emotions in Badger Nation remain strong. Some still remember missing a bowl game last year for the first time in more than 2 decades. Now they're asking, where is this program truly headed? Something most people miss, the season is far from over. Wisconsin is still early in its campaign, and a loss, however painful, does not have to define their year. Many, like former Wisconsin athlete Vince Biegel, remind fans that the real test will come once Big Ten Conference play starts on September 20th against Maryland. But what do you think? Is Fickell the right coach to turn Wisconsin around? Or is it time for the Badgers to consider a new direction? Has the gulf between Wisconsin and college football's elite grown too wide? Or is there still hope to close it? Tell us below whether you're fired up, frustrated, or holding out hope. Your take matters.